and welcome to Cruise Time. And today we are talking about one of Rich's favourites. And before we reveal who that is, let's have a look. That's right. Today we are looking at the opulent, elegant and iconic Cunard, and they hold a very special place in Rich's heart, don't they?
That's right, Jess. In fact, it's a line that I did used to work for.
Really?
I always think that Cunard is the pinnacle of your cruising career. If you've not voyaged with Cunard, you haven't cruised yet. So with Cunard, they like to make guests feel special on board. Now, the way they do that is from the Cunard favourites, which I'll touch on later on.
Okay.
Also, the White Star service. And that's all about the high standard of quality service, the warm and friendly atmosphere, the way that the crew go above and beyond that extra mile just for you. Mm-hmm. Also with Cunard, so guests like to be inspired. So this is from the iconic journeys. So you must have heard about the transatlantic crossing.
Yes, absolutely.
The world voyages. Mm-hmm. And the event voyages as well. Things like the Transatlantic Fashion Week. They've got space voyages, literature voyages. So many things. If you'd like to get involved in those areas of expertise, you can go on
Absolutely.
board.
I mean, they have experts from every field coming on board. Astronauts, fashion designers.
Yep. And also, you can enjoy the freedom. So with Cunard, their ships could take more people, but there's lots of space on board. So if you want to hide away on deck or around the ship, you can always find that space where you can just sort of have your own little me time.
Okay.
And of course, there's the choice on board of things to do as well. So we talked about, I did touch on it earlier, the Cunard signature favourites.
Okay.
So, afternoon tea.
Oh, yes.
So this is served in the Queen's room.
Yes. I've heard there's nothing like this on land.
You've got to try the afternoon tea at Cunard. It is amazing. Actually, people go there and, wait for it to open and then sit down and then it's all brought to you, white glove service.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing. The gala evenings on board. Now, a lot of people have that misconception with Cunard that for a gent, I've got to wear a bow tie every night. You've got to wear your cocktail dress every night. It doesn't have to be like that with Cunard. They have usually round about the 2 gala evenings a week on board where you can dress up. The rest of the time, it's a bit more smartish.
Now, I can't dance.
Okay.
What am I going to do for the gala evenings? Can I go and learn any special dances?
Of course you can. There's hosts on board, there's dance classes, you can learn all of that.
Really?
Absolutely.
Fun times.
Transatlantic crossing. Now this is a big tick box. So you can do a transatlantic crossing from Southampton to New York.
Yep.
Or you can do from New York to Southampton.
Yep.
Or if you want to do one with no fly and you're okay spending just a day in New York, you can do a round trip, which means you go from Southampton to New York and then back to Southampton. So the traditional transatlantic crossing takes 7 nights.
Yes.
A lot of people say, what am I going to do for 7 nights? What aren't you going to do? There is an action-packed daily programme with things going on throughout the day and in the evening. Like you said, dance classes.
Yep.
Talks you can do.
Yep.
The list is never ending.
Pub quiz, because there is a pub on board.
Golden Lion pub. Pub quiz. You can have fish and chips and you can have a game of darts.
Steak pie.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Sounds good to me.
Tasty.
There's the event voyages that I touched on. So, so many different variations of those that you can do. They're part of the Cunard signature favourites.
Actually, one thing, just touching on the transatlantic journeys, one thing that a lot of people don't tend to think about is that you've got no luggage restrictions really coming back home. So if you fly out to the States, to New York, let's just say, for example, pre-Christmas, hit the shops, buy some really cheap luggage, and so long as none of those pieces of luggage weighs more than 23 kilos, you can take as many of those bad boys back home as you like. That's a lot of presents coming back home from New York.
Indeed, and incidentally, there are quite a few transatlantic voyages that go from New York to Southampton around about that time of year.
There are.
And the good thing is when, as you say, you shop to your drop in New York, maybe you could even have a pre-cruise stay, a few nights in New York. And then you sail out of New York around about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. You get to see New York all lit up at night.
And the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, and you sail past the Statue of Liberty, and that's when your journey of 7 days exploration begins.
That's fantastic.
Now, touching on Cunard ships.
Yes.
So, we've got 3 in the fleet at the moment.
Yes, we do.
Queen Mary 2 is the largest.
Yes, a liner rather than a ship.
Absolutely, does the transatlantic crossings. Then we've got Queen Victoria, and then Queen Elizabeth is currently the newest ship in the Cunard fleet. However, there is a fourth ship on the way. Ooh. Queen Anne is on the way.
Yes.
So this is an exciting thing for Cunard. Queen Anne is due in 2024.
It's exciting times, the fourth queen in the fleet.
It is, and you can book on board right now. I mean, places are, filling out. If you want to get on board any of these Cunard queens, just get in touch with us. So, who is a Cunard guest? Well, we have 4 different types of Cunard guests. There are the Cunarders, they are the past guests, a bit like myself. We have the non-cruisers who would love Cunard. So these are the people who've never been on a cruise holiday before, but want to try a cruise. There could be some of you out there watching now. Why not try Cunard for some of those signature experiences we spoke about? There are the cruisers who are wanting more. So these are regular cruisers who maybe go with other cruise lines who've never experienced a Cunard voyage before, and lots of people do it for a special occasion.
Yeah.
Once you've been, you'll come back time and time again.
And become a Cunarder.
And then there are those wanting the very best. So they are the people that like to have afternoon tea at the Savoy.
Yeah.
They would like to stay at the grills and things like that.
Hey, Rich, you missed off Cunard guest type number 5.
Okay.
Dogs.
I'm glad you said that. So Queen Mary 2 has kennels on board.
Yep.
So these are really popular, and I mean really, really popular. And there's a private area on the deck which is just reserved for doggies, which is great. There is a lamppost which has been donated by Liverpool City Council with Cunard's route, and there is a fire hydrant which has been donated by New York City Council. Now they are for the doggies to do their business against.
Yep.
There's a little private lounge where you can go and visit your doggy, which is great, and they get barber coats.
Oh, wow.
And there's a menu you can pick from as well. It really is exciting.
Yeah.
But you can only do it on the transatlantic crossings, only on selected crossings, and with that, availability is limited as well because they get really popular.
So, whether you're looking to book your first Cunard cruise, get on board the inaugural season 4 Queen Anne, an iconic transatlantic journey on Queen Mary 2, off to Alaska on Queen Elizabeth.
Or just go around the world.
Absolutely, why not? Give us a call, get in touch. You can send us a chat message on the websites or just pick up the phone and give us a call.
We'd love to hear from you and get you booked on board your first or maybe your 21st Cunard voyage.
Absolutely. And we'll see you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.